Hey everybody, the video you're about to watch today is Angel's first bear hunt.
Woo!
Woo, she's wooing. So we're out here doing a little shed hunting today. Angel found her first shed today. Actually not a shed, a deadhead, but nonetheless a very cool find. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Let it get sideways before you take a shot. Okay. You want it? Okay, let it clear that tree. Are you good? Yeah. Okay, put another one. There. It's right there somewhere. It stopped. Can you see it?
I see him black. Yeah, but that's not good, right?
Called the death moan.
I don't like the death.
That means you killed it, and it's gonna be dead in just a second. Good shot. It's dead. Hey, you shot your first bear.
Yeah, but it was sad.
Put the safety back on. Hey, what's going on everybody? Hope you enjoyed that video. We just wanted to wrap up the video with a little backstory and kind of explain what you just saw there. So that's what we're trying to do today. That was Angel's first bear hunt. Here she is, the big hunter herself. So pretty cool hunt. We got in there. It was actually her first day ever bear hunting here in Vermont, or anywhere, but that was in Vermont. And we went out. And we weren't in the tree stand more than 2 minutes, and we could hear a bear up in a tree probably 50, 60 yards away. I knew it had to be a bear. It was up in an oak tree. Must have been trying to get some of the nuts down onto the ground or out of the tree. So that was kind of cool. And then got one little glimpse of it, and it was dead quiet for about 2 hours after that. And then lo and behold, the video that you just saw, that was about 20 minutes maybe before dark when that bear came out and just walked right into the opening just like I had it planned for that tree stand. So that was kind of cool, and obviously there was some raw emotions in the video, and that's kind of why we wanted to do a little bit of a debrief on that video just to kind of explain that. So interesting story for Angel here. She was actually a vegetarian when we met and became a hunter. So I'll kind of let her talk about what is your timeline from vegetarian to hunter.
Yeah, so around middle school time is when I decided that I wanted to be a vegetarian, and then up until probably 15 years or so ago, that's for as long as I was a vegetarian, and then, you know, kind of the transition.
For 15 years.
Well,
just up until a few years ago.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Not 15 years ago, just a few years ago she decided to try hunting. So.
Transition to be a hunter, yes.
Yep. So.
And eat meat, yeah.
Yep. Why did you decide to hunt?
So, I had actually grown up hunting, sort of-ish, with my dad. However, I didn't really feel comfortable with it at the time, and so, you know, when we started dating, he was obviously an avid hunter and was doing that all the time, talking about it, you know, what his values are, and so I was kind of seeing it in a different way from an outside perspective, but he really showed me that he honors the animal and you know, what that process looks like for him and how it's kind of honestly spiritual in a way, and so that made me feel more comfortable about considering it, and then, you know, he wasn't pushy about it, so I was kind of able to do it on my own time and in my own terms, which really helped.
Yeah. Something that we definitely have in common is we both don't agree totally with factory farming. Mm-hmm. Everything that we hunt, we do utilize, typically in the form of meat, whether it's turkey, deer, bear, duck and goose from friends, squirrel, rabbit, just about anything. So going to see a little bit more of that on the channel as well this year, but we don't love the factory farming. We think that whether it's antibiotics and anything else that's in the meat, or an animal not having a great life, that type of thing, and we're not trying to put ourselves on a pedestal, but we both agree on that there is just something different about going out and being able to harvest your own meat. So we definitely came to an agreement on that when we were first getting together. So that was definitely something that we had a common core there. So something that I find interesting is how calm and collected you are, especially before the shot. I don't have that. I don't know what it says about me, but she is.
You get excited, I think, too.
Yeah, I mean, excited before and after. It's even worse after, but it's interesting to me that you can keep yourself so calm and collected. And I know in the past you've said that's because you care so much. Not that I don't, but she truly cares so much about making the best shot that she actively tells herself to just focus and can keep herself collected. I cannot always do that, and I do talk to myself, trying to tell myself, you know, make the best shot, aim small, that type of thing. But nonetheless, I find that very interesting. I don't know if it's something because of your background, or women are just better at focusing sometimes.
And actually, I was thinking about it, but when I go to actually take the shot, like, there's obviously a lot of stuff happening because you're outside, but I feel like I kind of put blinders on a little bit, which is helpful. Like, sometimes I can't even hear certain things, or they're a little bit muffled. So
she does that at home too.
It's almost like I'm hyper focused when I have to take that shot. And I know it seems really silly, but like, I always look up before we go hunting somewhere, like, where do I take the ethical shots? Like, where should I be shooting? If it's, you know, quartering away, quartering to, those types of things. So it might seem silly, but I try to refresh myself every time just to be really extra safe about it.
Yeah, and we practice. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've been out, and she's a great shot. You actually shoot better than I do. I think everything that we've ever shot, you shoot as well or better than me. So
I try to breathe into the shot.
So good on you for that. But we do practice to make sure that we're making, you know, an ethical, quick kill shot if we are going to shoot at an animal, which we don't always do. You're going to see some videos here where we pass up shots, and I think hunters get a bad name, and I think that that's something that I would hope that this video kind of portrays is that death moan in the video is not super comfortable, and that's what brought out the raw emotion in Angel, and we've talked about it a lot since then. But that's something that you can't prepare for. It wasn't comfortable for me either. That's the first time I had actually heard it, but I did know about it, and
in fairness, I did not know about it.
I didn't tell her
there
about
was
that.
no prep.
But, I had only killed one bear in the past, and it did not do that. It was just instantly a instant kill shot. So interesting, nonetheless. Not pleasant to hear, but it is part of it, and I think it's important to share those types of things. We as hunters don't get enjoyment out of something like that, that's for sure. It was really nice to be able to put a bunch of meat in the freezer. That was a really big bear. That was pretty awesome, actually. But you also didn't have a lot of time to think about things. So I started hunting at age 8, and it took quite a while to find success. Angel here, she had success. Pretty interesting, and those of you that are actually from the Northeast or from Vermont will find this pretty crazy, actually. Day 1 ever turkey hunting, shot a turkey.
That was a good hunt too. It was very active.
Yeah, day 1 ever deer hunting in Vermont, shot a buck. Next year, we didn't bear hunt that year. The next year, which was the year of this, shot a turkey on day 1. I shot a turkey that day as well, and she did miss the only thing that she's ever missed, and that was my fault. I told her to take the shot, and it probably wasn't the best shot. So hindsight's 2020. It was a little far for the 20 gauge. After the fact, I kind of figured that out. So that was even my fault. But again, day 1 ever bear hunting was this video, and then that same year in November, her first day deer hunting that year, she killed a buck. So 5 hunts in a row she killed. In this past year she killed trifecta, turkey, deer, and bear, which is pretty crazy in Vermont state, actually. I think it's kind of crazy probably just about anywhere, but especially here in Vermont. It's an accomplishment. I'd like to think you have a pretty good guide.
That's what I was going to say.
But nonetheless, it's so cool. I've been there for every bit of it except for her second buck. I just split off from her, and she shot a buck, and then I actually almost got an opportunity at a really big buck, only about 150 yards away from her, which was kind of cool. So anyways, that's a story for another day, but we appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah,
I thought it was important to wrap it up with kind of explaining that, because it is interesting. I think hunters get a bad rap, and the fact that Angel's gone from vegetarian to hunter, and she's...
Not that I speak for everybody, obviously.
Yeah, we don't care what you do at the end of the day, but it is important that, you know, we have these conversations. And something that drives me crazy in everyday life is hypocrisy. And I've had a lot of people tell me that I am a bad person for being a hunter, but they eat meat as well. And I had somebody recently tell me that they just buy their meat from a grocery store. I know every hunter's heard that before. Why don't you just buy that? And there are multiple reasons, but nonetheless, it's my choice, and it's our choice here in this great country. So we appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Hope you found some enjoyment out of that, and we'll catch you on the next one.